welcome folks. I trust you're having a fantastic day. We're here with one of our graduates today, Kevin. Welcome, Kevin.
Hello, Mark.
How you doing, mate?
Pretty good.
Folks, we just want to give you a bit of insight as to what Kevin's been up to and how he's been using the content that he's learned from our 3-day program. I hear you've banked a few dollars. We're in the process of doing so, is that right?
Yes, definitely.
Good to hear. We like results. So we're going to give you some insight now on how you can apply what you've learned from our 3-day program, or when you actually do that particular program. A couple of questions for him that he might be able to help us out with. Tell me, Kevin, you did our program some time ago. What have you learned from that program? What was one thing that really stood out for you?
I think for me was I see the real estate in a different angle.
Yep.
Before, I may look at the deal and say, I can't do anything about it, there's no value inside. But after attending the course, it just shifts the ways that I look at the thing, at things. So before, I may look at a property and say, okay, maybe I can only renovate the house and make some profit. But now I can do a little bit more different. I can subdivide the land, I can sell in my backyards, and then I can keep the house and making a pretty good cash flow.
Beautiful. Okay. Kevin's actually applied a different strategy. Under options, we actually talk a lot about controlling assets. Kevin's done a similar thing, but in a way that you've actually subdivided or split a block of land off an existing old home.
Yes.
You're in the process of doing that, is that right?
Definitely.
Fantastic. So one of the strategies we teach at our cash flow events is we had to take control of an asset, subdivide it while you've got that time, and then flick both the properties without selling it and making some cash. Fair? Fantastic. So tell me then, mate, how did you apply that vision? You sort of said to me, hey, listen, I learned how I could do more things to a property. How did you apply that knowledge in this particular case?
Well, in this case, me and my friend, we went and found a deal that can potentially do what we are thinking in terms of subdividing the lands and then sell. We look for criteria that matches what we can do, and then we approach the owner and say, this is what we can offer, this is what we can do to increase the value of the property.
Nice.
And then this is what we can offer to you, a much higher price than what the owner is proposing.
Clever and smart way to go. It's exactly what we teach. Nice. Very, very nice strategy. So, and tell me, we talk a lot about needs and sort of, drilling into other people's needs. One of the things that I really have a lot of skill in, I want to pass on to you and really convey to you, is that too often we go into a deal where we consider just the needs of ourselves and worrying about our own pocket before someone else's. We transform all of that, turn it around, so the table is now 180 degrees, and the needs of the seller are the most important thing to you and I as we move forward. Why? Because once we've actually isolated the needs, we discuss this a lot, it actually makes it easier to meet their objectives, doesn't it?
Yes, definitely.
Once you know what it is, it's kind of like, it's almost like the breadcrumbs in Hansel and Gretel. It takes you straight to your destination. So how did you use them needs to your advantage? Did you realise that there was a deal to be done there by meeting their needs?
Yes,
Tell me, Kevin.
Yes, definitely. What we found was that the owner really wanted to settle on it, so we came up with very creative ways of financing the deals.
Right.
So which makes it work for both of us.
Yes.
And then in the process of doing that, then we know that what the owner needs, what the sellers wants, and then it's to come up with a solution that matches what they need.
Good.
And then it's to how to make the deal move forward.
Good.
And stuff.
Good. It's almost like the needs of the seller is the oil in the engine, isn't it?
Yes, definitely.
It makes it all work, doesn't it? And it really makes it easier to structure the deal because you're not focused on you, you're focused on them. And once you've met that objective, it's kind of like a clear pathway, isn't it really?
Yes, definitely.
Super, mate. Very, very well done. Also, too, tell me, what is the site? Give me some special characteristics about it. I mean, tell me a little bit, and tell our folks online here a little bit about the site. What was so unique? Why did it sort of stand out to you?
Basically, when we look at the deal, we look at all the infrastructure that's around the suburbs, whether there's...
Clever. One of the things that we teach you a lot about is actually reading and knowing where infrastructure is so that you know where markets are going to trend up, correct?
Yes, definitely.
And what sort of infrastructure was around that deal, Kevin?
There's a train station around, and there's a Bunnings next to it, and then there's a lot of different variety of shops. So to us, that means that there's it's very convenient. So when we sell the land, it's going to be a lot faster.
Okay, good. Very nice, very nice. And tell me then, how do you believe this program is going to benefit other potential graduates that want to come online and do this?
I believe that if you find yourself stuck in finding new ways to increase your wealth or building like a property wealth, I think Mark's program is especially beneficial for those who are looking for new ways to find new ways to make an additional income and find new ways to structure a deal and make a lot more profit in between. Rather than just doing the simple stuff like renovation, you can actually do the more complex stuff by doing DAs and then getting construction financing, etc.
And obviously that increases the profit by actually being able to do that. Very nice, mate. Very nice. Okay. And tell me, have you got any tips for potential graduates? What is something you'd pass on? You'd say, listen, this is one thing that I think will really help. What would that be, Kevin?
I think one thing that's very important, I think, is for those graduates that want to succeed in the future is to be persistent. Like, for example, you may have finished Mark's course and you feel really excited in the next 2 or 3 weeks, but after that, if you don't do some actions, you're gonna lose that drive. And the part of to make it work is to keep taking action, keep doing deals, keep calling people. That's how you get the results.
Very nice, mate. Good. Persistence is really the key. Persistence is actually the backbone of anything great. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, definitely.
It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's someone that's very talented as an athlete, or making money, or a great relationship with a partner is all about persistence, isn't it? Making it work.
Yes, definitely.
Good. Seeing it through to the end. And if you could boil it down, would you actually say, looking back in hindsight, because I mean, some people on this program haven't done our program yet, but they're obviously wanting to and moving forward. Would you, looking back in hindsight, would you say that the process was actually relatively simple now?
Yes, it's definitely a lot simpler now. Before, I think it's so hard to do something like what Mark is doing right now, but now looking back, then I just think that I think too much. It's all about taking the necessary action, asking the right questions, and asking the right people. And then once you do a few deals, it gets a lot easier in the process.
Tell me, when you look at the whole system now, can you see the physical steps?
Yes, definitely.
The churn formula. We talk about the churn formula and breaking things down into essentially like a funnel, and the deals go through a series of filters, don't they?
Yes.
And at the end, we've got deals that are really profitable and easy to be able to work with and sell and make profit. Was that a big help to you?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. It really tells me what I need to look at and what I need to do in order to make a deal work. I think it's very good. Excellent.
Fabulous, mate. And tell me, is there anything that you wanted to say? Anything you wanted to pass on to any graduates, or anything you had to sort of reflect on?
Just one thing is just taking the action, be persistent, and keep doing the right things, and keep doing the things that you need to do to get to where you want to be.
Good. And has it been worth your while, Kevin? I mean, I know you got a deal. What is the posted profits that you're looking at creating now?
Yeah. After
you set the deal, what sort of profits are going to be coming back?
Yep. After taking away all the DA costs and everything, we're looking at about $88,000 in 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months. And the other day we were talking about, and I was actually surprised in the shorter period of time, but $88,300. Yes.
Does that sound right?
Yes.
$88,300 net profit in, let's say, what, worst case, 3 months?
Yes.
That's what you call it? Yeah. Congratulations, Kevin.
Thanks.
That is terrific, mate. Very, very well done. And folks, you want to be a part of that? Come and join our program. We look forward to seeing your success stories sometime soon. Have a great afternoon. We look forward to speaking with you both soon. Bye for now. Cool, man. Nice one. Thank you very, very much for your help, brother. And mate, is there anything else I can do? Sing out, for goodness sakes.